Okay. So the first one is solve quadratics by factoring. Now this is we've done all this stuff before, it's just taking it one step further. Now there are different types of examples here. This is a difference of squares. I have to annotate, okay. Going back to the old days at the beginning of the year. I don't remember how to do this. Okay. So this is a difference of squares. When you have a perfect square here and a perfect square here, it just factors out to x minus 6 times x plus 6 equals 0. Basically, the square root of this is x, the square root of this is 6. You put a minus between it, then you put a plus between it, and that's it. Now, the difference here when we're solving is that you then have to come up with an answer. Like when you factored it, your answer would, if there's no 0 equals 0, it would just be this as your answer. But now we have to solve it. So basically what you're doing is setting each of these equal to 0. And you're going to get two answers here. So this is x equals 6, and this is x equals negative 6. You'll see when you do this, you got to, I forgot, I haven't used this in so long. You have to click in here, and you go 6, and then you go like plus, it gives you another one, and you go negative 6, submit answer, and that's it, okay? So that's the first kind. Oh, no, I was just kidding. I can go back. Okay, second kind. So again, to say these first three sets are the same idea. It's not really doing anything different. This has a little bit of difference, and I think, well, I'll just keep this. So we need to get all the numbers to the left first before we solve. So I'm going to go minus 3 to both sides. That's going to get me x squared plus 4x minus 45 equals 0. And then we can get to the fun part, quote unquote, where we go two numbers that multiply to negative 45 and add to 4. And bless you. We go negative 1, 45, negative 3, 15, negative 5, and 9, positive 9. That's my winner. All right. So again, this is where things change up a little bit because you go x minus 5. This is still the same, still the same, still the same, different. You have to go equal 0. So then you're setting each of those equal to 0. Now, by the way, some of you, at least 6 of you, will probably just see it's the opposite sign. The answer is 5 and negative 9. It's just the opposite sign. And I hate to say I don't care, but however much work you do is fine to get this. If you see it's 5 and negative 9, don't do the extra work if you know that. Like, I know it's fact. If you don't see that, then set each of them equal to 0. Plus 5, x equals 5. And the other one, x plus 9 equals 0. Minus 9, x equals negative 9. Those are your two answers. Okay? As much work as it takes to, by the way, these are being recorded, to get that. You know, like some of you, when you first saw this, when you saw this negative 45 and 4, some of you saw as, oh, that's 9 and negative 5. Like, you don't set this up if you know it's 9 and negative 5, because when you know it, you know it. Don't waste your time. I don't want to say waste your time. It's math. It's valuable, I guess. But okay. Next set is the same idea, but now a is greater than 1. So a is greater than 1. All right. I'm not saying your name, but this is where it's a is greater than 1, right? So am I in the right place? This? Okay, great. A is greater than 1. So again, we first have to get everything to the left. So I'm gonna go minus plus 3x over here. Oh my gosh. Plus 3x. And I'm gonna go kind of shortcutting this a little bit, minus 5 over here, doing it in one step. And then I'm going to get a nice simple equation where I go 3x squared plus 13x plus 4 equals 0. All right. So then I got my two numbers that multiply to 12, right? Because it's this, 3 times 4, and adds to 13. if you see instantly it's 1 and 12, right? Because 1 times 12 is 12, and 1 plus 12 is 13. Then don't do this whole stuff. All right. So then both classes, the other class also voted for the cherry method. All right. So we take this 3x and we put it in front of each of these, in front of this and in front of this. We go 3x plus 1, 3x plus 12 equals 0, but we got to factor and kill. Nothing to factor on the first one, but the second one I can factor out a 3, and that leaves me x plus 4. So if we want to be really neat, we can go 3x plus 1 times x plus 4 equals 0. Now, of the 6 people that knew that this is negative 4, only 2 of them probably know that this answer is negative 1/3. All right? And don't spend too much time thinking about that. So this one, we just set it equal to 0. 3x plus 1 equals 0. On the first or second day of the school year, you could have done this problem. All right, so just do it the easy way. Minus 1, 3x equals negative 1. Divide by 3, divide by 3. X equals negative 1/3. That's one answer. The other one, well, again, most of you hopefully see it's negative 4. It's just the opposite sign. But if you don't, just go x plus 4 equals 0, minus 4 to both sides, and x equals negative 4. That's your other answer. All right, so that's factoring, that's solving a quadratic by factoring. It's basically the same thing we've done the last couple days, except we're setting it equal to 0 and coming up with an answer. Okay, now the fourth one, is this, multi-step factoring, all right? So what this means when it says multi-step factoring is you're usually going to have to factor something out first. So the trick for 4s is like 4 goes into the last 2 digits of it. So 4 does factor out of here. I can factor out a 4. That leaves me x squared minus 16x plus
63.
Thank you. 63. So then, now by the way, when you do this, if you're doing this on paper, right, what you want to do, because this one we're just factoring, we're not going to get an answer. If we had this equal to 0, we would just divide by the 4, and if 4 is gone, it doesn't matter. But it's not equal to 0. We're equal, it's factoring. So what's probably going to happen, you don't want to forget that 4. So this is what we were doing the other day, where you just write your answer down at the bottom, because delta is unforgiving. If you leave the 4 out there, it's wrong. So now, we got 2 numbers that multiply to 63 and add to negative 16. So they both got to be negative. If they're going to multiply to a positive number and add to a negative number, so negative 1, negative 63, 2 doesn't go in, negative 3, negative 21, negative 7, negative 9, that's my winners. Because negative 7 times negative 9 is positive 63. Negative 7 plus 9 is negative 16. And that's it. You just stick the x in front of each of these. X minus 7, x minus 9. And that's it. 9 minutes, not bad.